Sergey Mihailovich Brin, born August 21, 1973, is an American business magnate, computer scientist, and internet entrepreneur. Together with Larry Page, he co-founded Google. Brin was the president of Google's parent company, Alphabet Incorporated, until stepping down from the role on December 3, 2019. He and Page remain at Alphabet as co-founders, controlling shareholders, board members, and employees. As of March 2022, Brin is the seventh richest person in the world, with an estimated net worth of $115 billion. Brin immigrated to the United States with his family from the Soviet Union at the age of 6. He earned his bachelor's degree at the University of Maryland, College Park, following in his father's and grandfather's footsteps by studying mathematics, as well as computer science. After graduation, he enrolled in Stanford University to acquire a PhD in computer science. There he met Page, with whom he built a web search engine. The program became popular at Stanford, and they suspended their PhD studies to start up Google in Susan Wojcicki's garage in Menlo Park. In May 2007, Brin married biotech analyst and entrepreneur and Wojcicki in the Bahamas. They had a son in late 2008 and a daughter in late 2011. Brin is Jewish and not religious. In August 2013, it was announced that Brin and his wife were living separately after Brin had an extramarital affair with Google Glass's marketing director Amanda Rosenberg. In June 2015, Brin and Wojcicki finalized their divorce. In 2018, he married Nicole Shanahan, a legal tech founder. They have a daughter, born in late 2018. Brin's mother, Eugenia, has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. In 2008, he decided to make a donation to the University of Maryland School of Medicine, where his mother is being treated. Brin and Wojcicki, although divorced, still jointly run the Brin-Wojcicki Foundation. They have donated extensively to the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and in 2009 gave $1 million to support the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society. Sergey Brin is a donor to Democratic Party candidates and organizations, having donated $5,000 to Barack Obama's re-election campaign and $30,800 to the DNC. According to CNBC, Brin became interested in blockchain technology after building a gaming computer with his son to mine Ethereum. During an orientation for new students at Stanford, he met Larry Page. The two men seemed to disagree on most subjects, but after spending time together they became intellectual soulmates and close friends. Brin's focus was on developing data mining systems, while Page's was in extending the concept of inferring the importance of a research paper from its citations in other papers. Together, they authored a paper titled The Anatomy of a Large-Scale Hypertextual Web Search Engine. To convert the backlink data gathered by Backrub's web crawler into a measure of importance for a given web page, Brin and Page developed the PageRank algorithm and realized that it could be used to build a search engine far superior to those existing at the time. The new algorithm relied on a new kind of technology that analyzed the relevance of the backlinks that connected one web page to another, and allowed the number of links and their rank to determine the rank of the page. Combining their ideas, they began utilizing Page's dormitory room as a machine laboratory, and extracted spare parts from inexpensive computers to create a device that they used to connect the nascent search engine with Stanford's broadband campus network. After filling Page's room with equipment, they then converted Brin's dorm room into an office and programming center, where they tested their new search engine designs on the web. The rapid growth of their project caused Stanford's computing infrastructure to experience problems. Page and Brin used the former's basic HTML programming skills to set up a simple search page for users, as they did not have a web page developer to create anything visually elaborate. They also began using any computer part they could find to assemble the necessary computing power to handle searches by multiple users. As their search engine grew in popularity among Stanford users, it required additional servers to process the queries. In August 1996, the initial version of Google was made available on the Stanford website. Brin is working on other, more personal projects that reach beyond Google. For example, he and Page are trying to help solve the world's energy and climate problems at Google's philanthropic arm, Google.org, which invests in sources of renewable energy. The company acknowledges that its founders want to solve really big problems using technology. In October 2010, for example, they invested in a major offshore wind power development to assist the East Coast power grid, which will eventually become one of about a dozen offshore wind farms that are proposed for the region. A week earlier, they introduced a car that, with artificial intelligence, can drive itself using video cameras and radar sensors. In the future, drivers of cars with similar sensors would have fewer accidents. These safer vehicles could, therefore, be built lighter and require less fuel consumption. They are trying to get companies to create innovative solutions to increasing the world's energy supply. Brin was also an early investor in Tesla. In 2004, he and Page were named Persons of the Week by ABC World News Tonight. In January 2005, he was nominated to be one of the World Economic Forum's Young Global Leaders. In June 2008, Brin invested $4.5 million in Space Adventures, the Virginia-based space tourism company. His investment will serve as a deposit for a reservation on one of Space Adventures' proposed flights in 2011. Space Adventures, a company that sends tourists to space, has sent 7 of them so far. Brin and Page jointly own a customized Boeing 767-200 and a Dassault/Dornier Alpha jet, and pay $1.3 million a year to house them, and 2 Gulfstream V jets owned by Google executives at Moffett Federal Airfield. The aircraft have had scientific equipment installed by NASA to allow experimental data to be collected in flight. In 2012, Brin has been involved with the Project Glass program and has demoed eyeglass prototypes. Project Glass is a research and development program by Google to develop an augmented reality head-mounted display, or HMD. The intended purpose of Project Glass products would be the hands-free displaying of information currently available to most smartphone users, and allowing for interaction with the internet via natural language voice commands. Brin was also involved in the Google driverless car project. In September 2012, at the signing of the California driverless vehicle bill, Brin predicted that within 5 years, robotic cars will be available to the general public.